Free Japan Channel number 58. Today, February 11th, 2025. The time is 11 p.m., so midnight. Dear friends, good evening. This is FJC program. Tonight's topic is Ishiba-Trump talk in 2025. This month, February, Prime Minister Ishiba went to the Washington, D.C. and talked with President Trump there. And the atmosphere of this talk was, generally speaking, very good, very friendly, and Trump also very willing to praise the leadership of Prime Minister Ishiba. And Prime Minister Ishiba also promised to invest in the United States for about $1 trillion. So it's a huge amount of investment from Japan to the United States. President Trump is a person who estimates the importance of investment in the United States. Therefore, the proposal from Prime Minister Ishiba this time was very welcoming to President Trump. Therefore, there are no reason for these two leaders to be opposite, to be opposed to each other. So the atmosphere was, of course, friendly, and Ishiba perhaps felt comfortable in the talk with President Trump. And fortunately for Japanese audience, President Trump was also very eloquent about the responsibility of the United States to defend Japan from the threat of China. For example, Taiwan Strait is always controversial between China and Taiwan. And this area, so Taiwan and its strait, can be always the place that some military conflict arises anytime. So it is very near from Japan. And Japan is also faced with the threat, the same threat from China Republic. Therefore, Japanese defense is always threatened by China, so to speak. And Trump was so confident in this talk with Mr. Ishiba that the United States is responsible for the protection of Japan, or Japan-US military alliance is very important also for the United States. These words from Mr. Trump is very encouraging to Japanese people, because Japanese constitution now prohibits Japan from keeping the military capability to other countries. Therefore, Japanese defense force, which is very capable and competent compared to other foreign armies, is in fact unconstitutional. So this weird situation that Japanese defense force is unconstitutional but exists continues for more than 60 years or 70 years. And Japanese people are very unwilling, so they are very reluctant to amend the constitution of Japan itself. So this is a very weak Japanese characteristic, not to change the status quo, the present situation. So this is laziness itself of Japanese people, in my opinion. So very weak points of Japanese people, but this is the fact for us, Japanese people. We cannot revise the constitution for ourselves. Therefore, we have no choice but to depend on the United States for its military capability. Therefore, the words from President Trump were very inspiring for Japanese people, welcoming for us. And Prime Minister Ishiba is a politician who majored in defense mainly. Therefore, I think that there must have been some pre-negotiation or pre-talk between the bureaucrats of the United States and Japan that this talk of Ishiba-Trump this time should focus on defense of Japan to some degree, because Ishiba is a politician who have been focusing on defense for decades. Overall, the talk between Prime Minister Ishiba and President Trump was fruitful. We can say that. However, it is very regrettable, or it is very shameful, even shameful for Japanese people to depend on the United States for its military defense. Frankly speaking, Japan or Japanese people should defend Japan for themselves or for ourselves. However, the Constitution cannot allow us to do so. Therefore, we now rely on the United States. This situation itself is very weird, as I said. Therefore, we should begin to think about the measures to change this situation. So, concretely speaking, change the Constitution of Japan now. Now is the time to think about it. Thank you.